fan.
Hey, it's on. Look, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is so on.
Pull up a chair, grab a cold one, smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for the Fan Happy Hour. On the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Hey! Happy Friday, all you beautiful radio listeners. Hope you are having a wonderful start to your weekend. You've already skipped out on work and you are on your way to the Mariners game. I will be shortly. 3 o'clock. Actually, if you're on your way and you can hear me in Portland, you're not going to make it on time, but you could be streaming it. I don't know what you're doing, but I want to remind everybody that at the end of the show, we want to hear from you guys, so send in your text messages about whatever we're talking about. You can make comments, ask questions about anything. We'll try to answer it. You can send us recipes for how to properly cook a culotte. That would help Jeff Rust very much. Just go 503-TOGOFAN. That's 2GoFan, or 864-6326. If you're watching us on YouTube, hi. Appreciate you. You can leave your comments there as well. We also have our podcast up, finally. So if you want to listen to that later, the rest of the show later, if you don't want to listen to it now, or if you want to listen to past shows, future shows, whatever you want to do, just go to the Fan's website, 1051thefan.com, Odyssey.com, the Odyssey app, or you can just go, there's a cache hidden in the bushes outside of Jeff Rust's house. You can get the podcast there as well. Before we get to anything else, Jeff Rust, how are you doing today, my friend?
Oh, not too shabby.
Yeah?
Just a little shabby.
Just a little shabby. I see what you did there. Speaking of a little shabby, boy, these Mariners,
Right?
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
it is.
time to pucker up yet?
I'm not at full pucker. It's sports, man. You can't live and die with these things. I mean, I do have tickets for a week from I guess it's a week next week, not next week, the week after. So 2 weeks when the World Series would actually play in Seattle.
Gotcha.
I have those. I would love to go. It would have been fantastic to be here for a series deciding victory, for the first opportunity for the Mariners ever to go to the World Series. Who knows if it's going to happen at this point? It's a 3-game series. The road team has won all 4 games. If that trend continues, do you know who would win the series?
Ooh,
The Seattle Mariners.
yeah.
Yeah. So there was.
I figured.
There were fans last night that were nearly in tears. Like, they were so
bet.
distraught.
Yeah.
And I asked that question to a guy. He had genuinely no idea. I go, listen, did we want to win here? Yes, of course we did. But, man, people were absolutely losing their minds after the loss.
Including in this control room. I heard Jordan broke his headphones.
Did he really?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get in some stats for that game a little bit later in the show when we get to the Daily Buzz. But it was a mess. And it was weird because we got there. I was told that we were on TV. I was with my brother and his wife and her twin sister, and they both had mustaches on. And then we had an extra mustache we gave to a small child next to me. So I was told that we were on television. I don't know if that's actually true.
Gotcha.
I heard it second or third hand.
Mm-hmm.
But what was true is we ended up in a section. It had to have been the highest concentration of Blue Jays fan in the stadium, which was not fantastic.
Right.
And things started out great. We keep getting leads and losing them. I got full permission from the mother of the small children next to me that I could use as much profanity for celebration or, demise as I wanted to. So I had that going for me. I ran into a couple old friends and had drinks with them. So the whole night was set up great, and then the Mariners did not do their part. It sounds like I probably should have been watching Thursday Night Football. Before I get to that, I want to tell everybody at 2:30, I'm very excited for a comedic guest for Fan Club Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited
Ron
for this one.
Funches.
Yeah.
If you don't know who that is, look him up. He's hilarious. So we'll be talking with him at 2:30, and then one
Your
for the
kids know what he
road.
sounds like anyway.
What was that?
I said everybody's kids know what he sounds like anyway.
100%. You are not wrong about that. And the other thing is our one for the road today will actually be on the road. I think I'm just going to call in. Maybe have Jordan sit in there, and he and I can talk Mariners. But I will be walking to the stadium. First pitch, 3:08. I'm probably 15 blocks. Didn't take terribly long to get there the other day.
Gotcha.
Or yesterday. So I'll do that as quick as I can. I did want to talk about Thursday Night Football. Did you watch any of Thursday Night Football?
I caught the game-winning field goal because last night we were out at dinner for my daughter's birthday.
Oh, nice. Well, listen, that meant you didn't have to watch any of the Mariners game, so lucky you.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. But, man, holy cow, that game had absolutely everything. Apparently, Aaron Rodgers threw it 70. Well, he did. I went back and watched clips of it. He threw the ball 70 yards on a Hail Mary in the air, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Old-ass Joe Flacco is running for first downs. Did you see the clip of the interception from that game?
No, I did not.
It may have been my favorite interception that I've ever seen for a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just paint the picture. It is Aaron Rodgers throwing the interception, which is always good.
Yes.
The wide receiver catches the ball, a guy named DK Metcalf.
He's pretty good.
He is. He catches the ball, and then two Bengal defenders and they're wearing the all white, the white tiger, Bengal tiger look.
I like that look.
Whole fantastic, right? So they come up and hit him from either side. It's a safety hitting him from downfield, and then the corner is hitting him on the other side. So he gets absolutely crunched. As he gets drilled, the corner rips the ball out of his hands right on the sideline and gets a knee down. They had to review the call to see if it was actually a pick. It upheld, and it was something to behold. So I absolutely love that. Couldn't have happened to nicer guys to get an interception there, which I love. Aaron Rodgers got tackled by one of his own teammates and gets up and was cursing him out.
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
Yeah, and you get Bengals winning on a last-second field goal. Man, it was great. Flacco went 342, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 picks, which we love. Jamar Chase set a Bengals record 16 catches on 23 targets, 161 yards. Joe Flacco admitted that he didn't know half the playbook. I think he knew what to do. Throw the ball at Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
There's an effective strategy.
He knew the right half of the playbook anyway.
Oh, man. And then I was wondering, because I saw the score, I was wondering, I wish we could get in the head of a Cleveland fan to see what they sound like. And turns out we actually have that audio from ESPN Radio. Who's this, Tony Rizzo?
Yes, Tony Rizzo from
Cleveland.
Yes,
Here it is.
ESPN Cleveland.
Yep.
How could you do that, Andrew? How could you do it? Why on earth did you feel the need to trade this guy to a division opponent for a 5th-round draft pick? Fireable offense. That is a fireable offense. I want to know how much longer the owner's going to watch this crap, because the fans have had it. We deserve better. You're worried more about your stadium than you are your football team. That's the perception, Jimmy. And you allow these people to do this. You have the worst offense in the league. Your GM screwed this quarterback thing up like I've never seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. Kids that play Madden could have done a better job. Truly. That's not hyperbole. It's a joke. It's a joke. This franchise has become a joke. And I'm sick of it.
And I'm sick of it. That was magic. Well done. Well placed, Brandon. If you'd like to hear a similar rant, Jordan Schultz will be on the air later today, and he can tell you all about his Seattle Mariners. One other thing of note from last night's game, and I hope he doesn't go any further down the list, but Aaron Rodgers passed Ben Roethlisberger for 5th all-time in career passing yards. There's a couple scumbags for you. Well,
Yeah, right.
In fairness, Aaron Rodgers not a scumbag, just a weirdo.
Just a weirdo.
So
Yeah.
let's melt.
Roethlisberger, though, yes.
Yeah, scumbag.
Scumbag.
Like official scumbag.
Yeah.
All right, before
Joe
we
Flacco also passing somebody on the all-time passing yards list last night as well. He passed Fran Tarkenton
Okay.
for
All right.
14th all-time.
14th. All right,
Yes,
well, there
we
you go.
will address this later in my in case you missed it.
You have it in case you missed it?
Well, or the you know what I mean, the see
the
what we
different
missed,
thing.
the sports desk.
All right, yeah.
Clip,
So
clop, clip,
we do
clop.
need to get to in case you missed it, but before we do, you can win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Portland Winterhawks. Their first home games will be October 25th and 26th. If you are the winner, you can pick whichever game works best for you. You ready for the code word? It's hockey.
Clever.
Not spelled the clever Winterhawks way. It is the proper spelling, Hockey. Just text that to 503-864-6FAN or 326. So just send that in right now, and you'll have your chance to win. Complete rules and details are at 1051thefan.com. These tickets, of course, courtesy of your Portland Winterhawks. Let's do some in case you missed it. All right, in case you missed it, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. Did you know that was the Cardinals head coach?
Because he's been talking about the last couple of days, probably or possibly being the next coach to get fired.
Yeah, I think that is kind of where this is headed. Vague, non-committal updates for health of his quarterback, Kyler Murray, and his foot, and wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. with a concussion ahead of Sunday's game. I imagine that's the same response you're going to get from Cardinals ownership about Gannon's job moving forward. Yeah? Yeah, we can all agree with that. Dallas Cowboys star cornerback Trayvon Diggs was ruled out of Sunday's game against the Commanders after entering concussion protocol following an incident at his home on Thursday. Devontae Adams has a Taco Bell at his house, as we know from the commercials. Turns out Diggs has a McDonald's, and he smacked his head going into the ball pit. You like that? In case you missed it, Dolphins coach Mike McDonald responded with a firm, baseless comment on widespread social media rumors that the 1-5 team would look to trade players like Jalen Waddle or Devon Achane before the trade deadline, to which Waddle and Achane responded in unison, damn. In case you missed it, Saints running back Alvin Kamara hinted at retirement, saying he would go drink pina coladas somewhere if the 1-5 team attempted to trade him before the deadline. Wow. The Saints have come a long way. Kamara would rather retire than play anywhere else. I can remember when Saints running backs had to be stoned just to play for him. Yeah, we like that. Packers linebacker Micah Parsons criticized NFL officials for a lot of widespreads in these headlines, widespread lack of offensive line holding penalties not being called, arguing the league is attempting to increase scoring by selectively calling penalties against the defense. You know, Micah, have you tried just slowing down a little bit? I'll bet they wouldn't hold you if you didn't run so damn fast. Have you thought of that? No?
Is there widespread panic over widespread lack of calls?
Widespread panic over widespread lack of calls. Federal records revealed details of an alleged gambling syndicate that has successfully targeted the first half spreads of 11 men's college basketball games last season by placing suspiciously large wagers against teams now under investigation. Nope, still not interested in college basketball. Nice try. Appreciate it. But spend all the money you want on first half spreads. I'm still not watching. All right, with that, we have to get to the Daily Buzz. You are listening to the Fan Happy Hour on 105.1 The Fan.
Top headlines, trending topics, and trivial matters that got our attention. It's the Daily Buzz on the Fan Happy Hour.
The Buzz.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
All right, Mr. Russ, I need your help. That delay was throwing me off on the ooh yes yesterday.
Gotcha.
So if you wouldn't mind, why don't you just maestro? There you go. My Seattle Mariners, Eddie Vedder. My Vedder Cup champion Seattle Mariners. It is not going great. 8-2, a loss to the Blue Jays in Game 4. It puts the ALCS now tied at 2 apiece. 41-year-old Max Scherzer, the big story, rolls back the clock. He is the fourth 40-year-old or older to get a win in a CS. Your others, Jamie Moyer back in 2008 for the Phillies, Kenny Rogers, 2006 for the Tigers, and Roger Clemens in 2004 for the Yankees. But Scherzer had a moment in the game, apparently, where John Schneider goes to pull him from the game, and he screamed at him. He just went out there, and he goes, hey, we're going to need to pull you out. And Schneider said he thought he was going to kill him. He said it was great. And he said with the two different colored eyes, it was a very intense standoff. And then Scherzer just went on to strike out the next batter on 4 pitches. So do not mess with Max Scherzer. He went 5 1/3. He had how many strikeouts did he have? It was 5 2/3. Struck out how many? He only gave up 9 hits. So either way, he was awesome. Here's the biggest problem, though, that I see. So having been to this game and watched all of the other games, the biggest problem, and I'm sitting there looking at the bottom of the lineup, and I'm like, Luis Castillo, 3rd inning, I need you just to get out of this. Their 8 and 9 hitters are combined for 9 of 16. 9 of 16 at the bottom of their order. Absolutely brutal. Andres Jimenez, their 9-hitter, went 210, 7 home runs all year. He has the go-ahead home run in both the Game 3 at T-Mobile and Game 4.
Yikes. Yeah.
So tonight, can we please just get the bottom of the lineup out? It's going to be Bryce. For the Mariners, it's going to be Bryce Miller. You have Kevin Gausman going for the Blue Jays. But the exciting news is you do have another starter available to come in early if Miller doesn't look as good as he did in Game 1. You have Brian Wu ready to go, apparently, from the bullpen. So we are nice. Well done with that one. We're very excited for that. They're also changing the lineup up. So your Mariners are going to go with Julio Rodriguez in the leadoff spot. So he's going to move up from there. Randy Arozarena will drop down to the 5-hole. He has not been great. What you need to know about Kevin Gausman versus this lineup, most importantly, the big dumper. 4 home runs in 17 career at-bats against Gausman. So just something to look for. Hit the buzz for me, Mr. Russ. All right. The Seattle Seahawks getting some encouraging news. Devin Witherspoon and Julian Love have missed the previous 2 games. They were both participants in practice, so they're showing encouraging progress, even though they're still getting some limited participation. You should have Reek Woolen you had him as a full participant in practice. You should have him back for the game for week 6. So getting that secondary healthy is big. They had 17 pressures and 7 sacks last week against Trevor Lawrence in a big win over the Jaguars. So if you get back end help, that should make their defense that much more menacing, which I think is a positive thing. So hopefully their offense can look as good as it did as well. Sam Darnold leads the NFL in yards per attempt, 9.6, and yards per completion, 13.5. Jackson Smith-Njigba is leading the league in receiving yards. So we kind of love that. And the Seahawks, biggest worry for me going into this game, 1-2 at home, 4-8 in the past 2 seasons.
Oof.
It's rough.
That's rough.
They're great on the road.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I mean, it's one of the biggest home field advantages anywhere in the NFL when they get loud, but something's not working since they've got Mike McDonald as the coach. And the thing you need to know about the Houston Texans, their opponent, at 7 p.m. on Monday night, their defense is first in points allowed and has only allowed 3 passing touchdowns all year. So something's got to give there. We'll see what it is. Hit the buzz for me. There you go. Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1 in Game 3 of the NLCS. They now have a 3-0 series lead. Tyler Glasgow struck out 8 batters in 5 2/3. The Dodgers bullpen, which we were worried about, we haven't seen much of in this series. They went 3 1/3 innings, allowed 1 hit. This is a little scary because this is a team that won the World Series obviously last year. They were a little up and down throughout the season. They seem to have figured it out at exactly the right time, so whoever they get to play should be interesting. The buzz. Rams star wide receiver Puka Nacua ruled out for Sunday's game against the Jaguars in London. Good news for you, Mr. Rust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good news.
Nacua leads the league with 54 receptions. He's second in yards, 616 entering week 7. So having him not there, Matthew Stafford, one of his favorite targets. Another receiver not going to be playing is Terry McLaurin for the Commanders. McLaurin has been out since week 4. Commanders average 192 passing yards without him. So that one is going to be of significance. I didn't want to do too many things here because I really do want to get to Ron Funches, and I really do want to get to this baseball game on time. So we're going to take a little bit of an early exit here. So let's hit those coconuts and walk over to the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, and you can tell me what I missed.
We did talk about this game a little bit earlier on and gave out some stats, but in last night's Unk Bowl, as fans were calling it, between the Steelers and the Bengals, 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers and 40-year-old Joe Flacco combining for nearly 600 passing yards and 7 touchdowns. And as I mentioned during the game, Flacco passed Fran Tarkenton for 14th on the all-time passing list. Rodgers, as you mentioned, passed Ben Roethlisberger for 5th all-time. Look, we already know Rodgers is a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame, but is Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer?
That's interesting. The way that his career is finishing up is spot starter in different places. He has been good. He drug a Browns team a couple years ago to the playoffs, and then he tried things in Indy that didn't work. He goes back to the Browns. Now he's winning with the Bengals. I don't know how to make heads or tails of it, but he had one of the best playoff runs in the year that the Ravens won the Super Bowl. He was just essentially perfect through the entire playoff run. He gets a huge contract, and then he was pretty okay after that. Yeah. So I'm going to say probably not.
Here are the 13 passers ahead of him on the list, starting from 13 up to 1. Right ahead of him, you got Warren Moon.
Okay, Hall of Famer.
John Elway.
Hall of Famer.
Eli Manning.
Probably a Hall of Famer.
Dan Marino.
Hall of Famer.
Matthew Stafford.
He's a Hall of Famer, I think.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan's probably.
See, I kind of say probably.
But see, this is where it gets a little bit murky. As you go through that list of the guys ahead of him, I think that context plays a lot in this. Is the modern day quarterback passes for a lot more yards.
Right. Then you got Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Then we mentioned, I think Phillip is. Then we got Roethlisberger at 6, Rodgers at 5. Number 4, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Then Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and of course, Brandman's lovable angel, Tom's Braids.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know, man. There's a few names in there. Rivers. Roethlisberger's got 2 Super Bowls, so I think he's in. But yeah, it's a tough list.
I think Rivers is in. I feel like Ryan is the one that's the most questionable. But
yeah, what's the highlight reel for Rivers? Just throwing it to Antonio Gates?
I don't know. Ask his wife.
Hey. I think that's a good.
More sports scores and stories in 60 Minutes with Schultze. I'm Jeff Russ from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Sports Saturday with Joe Fisher and Rashad Taylor. Saturday mornings at 9 on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. It's Fan Club Friday on the Fan Happy Hour.
You're an entertainer. It's a simple job, okay?
Today's guest may not be qualified, but they care way too much. And that's what matters.
Make us happy, monkey.
Here's your host, Luke Anderson.
Yay! Jeff Rust is working on getting us connected with Ron Funches. One of the reasons that I'm disappointed that I am not in Portland today is that the only way this game for the Mariners doesn't happen is if I had a sweep this weekend over the Blue Jays, then of course I would have been back. But then I got a text message yesterday saying that Ron Funches was willing to come and meet us in studio, and so I don't get to meet him. We're trying to get him on the phone right now. I'm watching Jeff Rust on the YouTube dial furiously. If you don't know who Ron Funches is, you probably know his voice. He does a ton of different voices across a whole slew of cartoons, and you'll recognize it when we finally get him on the line. You'll definitely hear that. He's an actor. He's been in Blackish, New Girl, Curb Your Enthusiasm. We'll probably talk with him about it, but there's a new season of the show Loot, starring Maya Rudolph, that is on Apple TV+. So very excited to learn a little bit more about that. So hopefully we can get him connected here very quickly, but I think we're having a little bit of trouble right now, and I'm just in the stall mode, so I'm never very good at this. It's always tricky to kind of figure it out. So I see Jeff's lips moving. It means he's talking to somebody, but I don't know if he's going through all the handlers or what he's going through.
Getting transferred he apparently has 2 rooms at this hotel, so we tried the first room, now we're trying room number 2.
I like that you're using like a check-in voice for that. So yeah, we're just we're going to be we'll make a nice call up to the room, and then we'll try room number 2. We'll see if we can get him connected here. This is if you have a chance and you want to go and watch something that's pretty hilarious, 2002 special called Giggle Fit. That's Ron's hour-long special. He's going to be doing shows at Helium this weekend. Sold out tonight, sold out Saturday, but there's a 7 o'clock show on Sunday. So if you want to go to Helium and check it out, I promise you it will be a great time. It looks like we have him. Ron, I just gave you maybe the greatest intro that anybody has ever gotten on radio. I'm sorry that you didn't get to hear it. But I totally mailed in the first half of the show because instead of preparing to talk about sports, I watched most of Giggle Fit. I had not seen it before. It's fantastic. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Luke. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
There's always time for sports. We can laugh now.
That's right. Well, what I've done with this show is I intentionally have a comedian on every Friday, so I don't have to do any work. You get to entertain the guests. I gave your bio. You do a ton of TV, ton of voices, but if somebody recognizes you as an actor or a voice actor, what do they need to know about your stand-up comedy?
That you shouldn't bring your children. That it's not the same as me being a troll in Trolls or being Bluefy in Inside Out 2. That I'm a full-grown man that will curse and say some sexual things. Hopefully in Portland, a lot of people know me. I actually started comedy here. Started my first open mic was at Harvey's Comedy Club. Came up with the Helium Club, and I'm glad to be back here now.
Well, that's excellent. You grew up in Chicago. How'd you end up starting your stand-up career in Portland?
Basically, my dad moved out here. There was a big construction boom at the time, and came out here, had a kid at an early age when I was about 20 years old, and I realized I needed to get some type of career and something stable, and I thought, what better than stand-up comedy, which fortunately, with the way the world is now, was not a bad idea.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I grew up here, and I tried to do stand-up. I decided to move to Las Vegas, of all places. It didn't work out as well for me as it did for you, but when I came back, I got the radio gig. So you do a lot of voice work. Is it as much fun and as easy as everybody makes it seem, where you just go in, sweatpants, do the voice, and then let the animators do all the work?
Oh, people wear sweatpants?
I don't know. That's what I always hear in an interview. Every time I hear an interview, they're like, it's great. I just roll out of bed, go in there. Do you not wear pants at all?
No, I just go in my boxers. The studio that I go to is 5 minutes from my house, so it's really beautiful. It is beautiful and fun, but I wouldn't call it easy. It's very similar to regular acting, depending on what you're doing, and the fact that you have to be in touch with your imagination and kind of like your childhood in order to do it. And sometimes I think when you're an adult, you can be real silly being in a room by yourself, having to pretend to be a giraffe, but that poop cupcakes. But I fortunately am happy to look like an idiot at any time.
Well, I mean, hey, if you have a skill, you might as well use it. And if it happens to be looking like an idiot and it makes you money, there you go. Do you have a favorite character that you've got to play, whether it's in as an actor, as a voice actor?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all the facets of my career brought some amazing things to me. I would say, as a voice actor, I just think my work as King Shark in the Harley Quinn series, people really seem to enjoy, and I love getting a lot of feedback from that. But as well as just being in a Pixar movie my whole life, been a big fan since watching Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and to be in Inside Out too, and being such a big fan of Inside Out was a real dream come true for me. And working with Maya Rudolph now in a show called Loot that just has third season started on Apple TV Plus is amazing. She's just a true legend, and I get to work with some great people, so I'm just happy to do it.
Well, and her character in that show, if people haven't seen it, do you want to just give the synopsis? Because she is extra in that.
Yeah, basically, it's like we make fun of Jeff Bezos and his wife when she divorced him and took a bunch of money and then like gave it to charity, and then we were like, wait, what if that was Maya Rudolph that was doing that? And it became a really, really fun story now, especially with the way that the world is now and dealing with people like Elon Musk that we got all these crazy billionaires, which gives us a lot of fun stuff to make fun of on the show. So and just her from Bridesmaids to SNL to anything she's been a part of, she's a legend. So to be able to be on set with her is a real dream come true.
Did she intimidate you when you first started working on this? Is season 3, so I'm sure you have a good relationship now, or I would guess you do. But was it intimidating when you got to the gig, as it were?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I told her from the get-go. I'm not just a fan of her. I'm a fan of her husband, Paul Thomas Anderson. I'm a fan of her mom, Minnie Riperton. So I've been a big fan of that whole family. So I basically had to tell her that up front. I was like, look, I'm going to treat you like a regular person and get to work, but first I got to lather you with praise or my mom would never forgive me. But what's the best part about her is that someone who could seem so intimidating and could really isolate you, she is so warm, she's so welcoming, she makes you feel so funny. Sometimes she asks me, one of the best parts of my life is she'll like try a joke out and then she'll go, is this funny? And I'm like, you're asking me?
Yeah. That is probably one of those moments where you kind of pinch yourself and go, is this really happening right now? Because it feels like everything she does is gold. I'm trying to think of what was the show, The Good Place, that she shows up just as a cameo, steals every scene. My wife is a huge fan of yours, loves Loot, so we watch the show at our house, and it's fantastic. So if you moved to Portland from Chicago, are all your sports loyalties spread out, or did you stick with Chicago? Who are your teams?
Yeah, they're all spread out. I claim them all. I love the Bulls. I love the Bears. I love the Trailblazers. I love the Seahawks. So it's a big mix. I'm excited for young Hansen. He seems like a real stud. Glad you got Damian Lillard back. That seems like a fun place for him to come back and be with his family and retire and be a big part of the city again. But the Bulls, I go with whoever's doing well in the Bulls. We really don't have much going on at all. So now I'm paying attention to Young.
Yeah. It doesn't get talked about enough how bad the Bulls have been since Michael Jordan. Did they just use all of their wishes on the 6 championships and have just kind of run out of good luck? Because even when Derrick Rose was fantastic, he disappeared pretty quickly.
Yeah, Michael Jordan wished upon a cursed monkey paw that got him 6 championships, but cost the franchise for the next 50 years in the knees of a young Derrick Rose. So it's terrible. It's weird to now be in a position where I talk to my sons and have to be like, oh, and I was your age.
Well, what's crazy is, we working in sports radio, we have young guys that are coming in, and I was talking to one of them the other day, and he was born after all of the championships for Michael Jordan. So not only did he never see him play in person, it's like The Last Dance is like a history lesson for him. It's so strange.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's one of the best things you can do is continue to put out the history so people realize how great these players were. I mean, that's why I love when see like Allen Iverson has his new book out and things like that. Is that we get a chance? I mean, I one of my favorite things is going on YouTube and watching the old like '94, '95 series, 92 series between the Bulls and the Blazers.
Yeah.
That's those are the things that I grew up on, and they give me a lot of comfort now when I watch them.
I don't know. Do you know Jeff Tate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we had him on a few weeks ago, and his ritual is he falls asleep watching MLB classic games. And I have not found the time to put that in my routine, but I think at some point I'm going to just start doing that. Put on old NBA Finals or old Major League Baseball playoff games or something like that. But he gave me that little nugget, so I'm pretty excited to try that one out. See if it works.
Oh, they best, especially on YouTube, because you get the ones that have the commercials as well.
Oh,
so
good call.
You get in the game, you're getting the old '90s commercials and the vibes of it, and it's just real fun. I do that same thing, not necessarily baseball, but with like old professional, like wrestling from the 2000s and just anything old sports. I do that all the time.
You talk about wrestling in your stand-up, so I know you're a huge wrestling fan. Great bit, and yeah, I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna steal that from you and Jeff, old YouTube classic videos. Anything you want to leave anybody with that to fill up that show on Sunday? Tell everybody if there's one little thing that they need to come out and see you for specifically.
Just from here. I started comedy here. I'm uprising, upcoming. I'm in the new season of The Traitors, for God's sakes. So things are rising and coming. So you should come out and support me and push me up so that I can come back and do theaters and do bigger and better things. And I can only do that with your support. So please come out.
All right. Well, I'm going to be sneaky and try to go through the contacts I had to make this interview happen. See if I can get free tickets for Sunday, and if I can get a babysitter, I will come down and hopefully have a chance to meet you in person. But I really wish I could have been in Portland. The stupid Mariners cannot seem to do anything recently. I was hoping they'd close out on Thursday. Just found out yesterday you were willing to come in studio, so I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you in person on this go around. But maybe I'll see you on Sunday if it works out. Ron Funches, thank you for joining Happy Hour. Really appreciate it.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I hope I do see you Sunday. Thank you for having
all
me.
right, hope so. All right, everybody, we got to do one more for the road, and it will be from the road. I'm going to jump out of this studio in Seattle and start making my way through the city so I can hopefully make first pitch on time. Schultz will jump into my seat. I'll jump onto the phone, and we will see you all on Monday. Let's say goodbye for now. You're listening to Happy Hour on 105.1 and the Fan Sports Network.
Happy Hour. We're about to wrap things up.
Maybe you guys like what I have so far?
Wicked woman, cool creams and misters. You got a cool spell on me.
Let's grab one more for the road.
Come on, everybody. Everything's smooth.
Here's Luke Anderson.
We think?
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go.
Just getting out of the elevator.
All right. Well timed.
Seattle Odyssey, 14th floor, so it worked out just perfect. What are people saying on the text toy on the chat bot?
We had one on the text line say, the Let's Go Blue Jays chants were very loud on the Mariners home radio broadcast last night.
Oh, yeah, no, left field was full of Blue Jays fans. We were sitting just right off the corner, and it was just packed with Blue Jays fans, and I resisted fighting any of them, so congratulations to me.
And then Rufio chiming in with a little bit of content for us. On this date in 1963, the Beatles record I Want to Hold Your Hand. And then we've got a couple of famous birthdays today. Evel Knievel, but rest in peace. Eminem, and Eminem is 53 years old, and Ernie Els is 56. Sorry, my eyes are getting really bad because I'm almost 50-something myself.
As well.
Yeah.
It was funny the other day. We talking with Ron. We were kind of saying that you have to explain things to your kids. They had no idea who Evel Knievel was.
I bet.
So we went down the whole rabbit hole of watching Evel Knievel. It got into Robbie Knievel. They were asking about Broken Bones, so we went through the whole list of it. But yeah, it's funny how dumb kids are. They don't know anything.
Yep, kids are dumb. Yeah. Are we ready for
One for the road.
Sure, yeah. Did Rob jump in there, or is it
Hi.
just me and you talking here?
Yeah.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. How are you?
Well, I'm great, but I'm a little concerned because, we can't even. You have a 1-hour show, and we cannot keep you in the same studio, much less the same city for it.
Listen, I listened to the first segment yesterday. You were praising the fact that you got to get in your chair, rest your sweet little buns in there 5 minutes early. I know you don't want me there, so don't turn around and tell me that the next day you're upset about this.
Look, I just think the listeners deserve better, and I need to be thanked at the end of your show. Oh wait, I am thanked at the end of your show every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
now I actually have a reason to thank you. Look at this.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
knew that we were forecasting?
People ask me why you thank me, and I say because I am that show.
Yes,
That's
exactly. The whole inspiration for
That's
everything.
what I say.
The
Yeah.
funny thing was I had no intention of ever telling anybody why I thank you. But Russ keeps bringing it up. He keeps every time somebody texts in, he will acknowledge it. And I just was perfectly happy and content to never tell anybody that there was a reason, because there's really not.
Oh no, there is.
I never remember that if we asked it on the air either, because let's face it, this brain's all clogged with malted hops and bong resin. So
And Jaeger
that is
shots.
fair.
Jaeger shot. Hey, I have something for you, Luke. Were you wearing a scarf at the game last night?
I was not wearing a scarf at the game. I had a hood. On.
Okay.
My Mariners shirt.
There were listeners that were feeling that you got some TV time last night, and I didn't see it.
That's what I heard.
We were hosting, so you heard that you did. Did anybody screen grab, or can we confirm?
I did not know. I was told I was on a meeting earlier with one Mr. Ryan Cooley, and he said that was coming through. So I have not seen a screenshot. Nobody sent me anything. But I did have like a hoodie, a Mariners hoodie on, so it may have looked like a scarf, but who knows?
Okay. Well, I didn't see you.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah. I didn't see me either. So yeah, we would hate to ruin everybody's aesthetic viewing of the Blue Jays whooping of the Mariners.
Now, are you going again today?
On the way over to the game. This is why we are doing it this way. I'm walking over so I can hopefully catch first pitch.
Well,
Who
yeah.
knows?
God forbid your show get in the way of your personal fun. Now,
Well, hey, listen, I'm covering sports. I'm out in the field. The other part of your show,
you're not
we
covering
send
ass.
people to these games.
Get out of here.
Are you getting locker room sound for us after the game?
That's right. No, but I'm going to drink a lot of beer. Does that count?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
So wait, where were you sitting last night, and where are you sitting tonight?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't looked at my ticket yet. So my brother and I split up the purchasing of the tickets. So yesterday we were 300 section, just off of the foul pole, and tonight I haven't looked at it. So I got a ticket sent to me. We'll figure it out.
How much? Are you getting free ticks? Radio Live?
No, I'm not getting. No, I wish. No, that ship has sailed. We purchased them for full price when we got them, so they were $300.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That once in a lifetime opportunity. They're supposed to be winning. Remember when they were dominant in the series?
I do, and I got to tell you, I feel kind of bad.
Did you jinx them?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried every which way to jinx them by talking massive crap about the Jays and how much better the Mariners are, and I think it's my fault.
Well, I think the morning listeners would argue that it's also Brandon Sprague who has cursed them.
Is that right?
Yes.
So pretty much
I think everybody
saw the
would
same
argue that anybody that said anything about either team has cursed. Just shut up about that. It's baseball. It's hard to win. Anybody that thought the Blue Jays were going to roll over after having the best record in baseball, or at least in the American League, and just go home, give me a break.
Well,
Come on.
I kind of did. They look.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I don't know. They just looked like crap those first two games. I'm like, what? This team's the best team in the AL? What the hell? Well, apparently they're pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's a funky thing, these sports. You know, every time we think something's going to happen, it goes the other way. I believe that's why we watch.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your time out there. I'll just finish the rest of your show, I guess.
Well, make sure you thank yourself.
I will.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I appreciate that. I can't see the clock. How much time do you need me for?
No, go to the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go to the game,
dude. Literally going to the game. I'm walking through the streets of Seattle right now.
Hang up. No one wants to hear you walking and talking on the phone.
We got 45 seconds till the close music.
Yeah, 45 seconds. I got you.
All right. Well, let me say this in earnest. Thank you, Isaac Robb.
Have a good time.
I'm done for now. Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good time. I tell you what, this is a big game, man. I can't wait. Well, I mean, I kind of can wait, but
we kind of have to wait.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah, but Schultze's been with me all week.
Yes,
and he's a huge Mariner. He's like a diehard Mariner fan.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, if you didn't hear it, he threw his headphones and broke them against the wall.
I heard that this morning.
Yeah, and I don't know whose headphones they were, but I can't imagine Odyssey will be too happy about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was this morning. Cooley came out and he asked. He's like, "Hey, so you guys, all you on-air guys." He's like, "Are those? Do you use your own headphones or are those Odyssey headphones?"
He should know that. They cut those from the budget years ago. We have to buy our own.
Like, I know I got my own. Patrick's got his own.
Well, anyway, yeah. I have some trepidation just because, Schultze's this game is big. Now the last two is like, okay, you got a 2-0 lead, but I'm worried about the little Mariner gremlin. I feel like he's going to explode.
Oh, I bet the pucker factor is high.
Yeah. Well, look at him. He's walking around. He's got bags under his eyes. He's pacing around. He's got his Dutch brothers. I mean, the guy's a mess.
It's like he's been in an abusive relationship the last couple of days.
Yeah, he sure has.
Yeah.
Now, you're not a Mariner fan, are you?
I mean, I guess just kind of by default. Like, I'm not typically a big baseballman during the season. But I'll root for him, and like I've been.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: I've watched a lot more baseball this postseason than I did the rest of the regular season combined.
Well, it's kind of fun having the Northwest team in there.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we forgot they were the Mariners. That was our problem.
Yep.
When we were talking to us about the Blue Jays, it's like, oh wait, the Mariners, they can blow anything.
Yeah. Are they going to Charger it? Are they going to Clemson it? Are they going to?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to Mariner it, is what they're doing. Okay, we got to run. Guess who's coming up next? Me. I'd like to thank me, and I will be next on The Fan.
Give the audience a grin. Enjoy it. It's your last chance anyhow.
When I was in Iraq,